I should describe what psychedelic therapy looks like, because it's not just the doctor gives you a pill and you go on your merry way. It's highly controlled, supervised experience. So there are two guides, facilitators or therapists, who are with you the entire time. They spend a couple hours preparing you for what's going to happen, helping you set an intention. What do you want to work on? Do you want to address an addiction or a bad habit? And they qualify to make sure there are no medical reasons you shouldn't be taking psychedelics, that you have no history of schizophrenia in your family, which does disqualify people. There's certain kinds of mental illness that don't mix with psychedelics, so they're not for everybody. Then during the experience, they sit with you the entire time. You're wearing an eye shade, which sounds weird to some people, and you're listening to music on headphones usually, which also sounds weird to people. What's going on there is the eye shade encourages a very internal journey. So instead of kind of getting really engaged by the visual stimulus around you and looking at nature or a party or whatever it is, you go inside and you deal with internal issues.
So do you have a sense of why, or have you spoken to people about why they are talking about psilocybin and other psychedelics with regard to OCD, anxiety, and other mental health issues?
The thinking is this. I mean, we don't have a rock-solid theory as to how they work. The basic thinking is it is not just the chemistry, but it is the kind of experience the chemistry sponsors in your mind that allows you to let go of habitual ways of doing things. So the mental illnesses or disorders that psychedelics appear to work best with, which includes anxiety, depression, OCD, and addiction, if you think about it, at bottom, they're very similar phenomena. Or one way to think of it is they're different symptoms for the same kind of brain, which is a brain that is stuck, that is too rigid, that has too much order. And what the psychedelics do is essentially inject some disorder, some chaos into that brain, loosen it up, make it more plastic. And it allows you to give up habits of thought, you know, the ruminative loops that people get stuck in. The destructive narratives we tell ourselves, you know, I'm unworthy of love, I'm worthless, you know. We get stuck in those stories, and the psychedelics seem to dissolve those and make the brain much more plastic. A beautiful metaphor that one of the scientists working at Imperial College gave me when I was reporting How to Change Your Mind was, think of the mind as a snow-covered hill, and your thoughts as sleds going down those hills, that hill. After a while, the grooves get so deep that whatever you try to do, you're going to get drawn into one of those grooves, and you can't go down any other way. This is what happens over time with habits of thought and behavior. And then he said, think of the psychedelic experience as a fresh snowfall that fills all the grooves, and suddenly you can take any path you want down the hill. So it makes the mind more plastic, and sometimes that's exactly what we need.